Would you even believe me if I told you that I bought this Letterman jacket, the kids section at JCPenny? Because it's true. Let's start at the very beginning. How did I even get the idea to decorate a child's Letterman jacket? Well, I was in high school. I had a Letterman jacket, and you could say I was somewhat of a high school athletic superstar. I don't know if superstar is really the right word, that might be over exaggerating it, but I did have a Letterman jacket, which I wore around all the time, which made me feel like a jock superstar. I played, my main sports were basketball and volleyball, and I pretty much played them year round. So I want to bring that jock all-star energy into this jacket with a little more glam, with a little more upscale feminine energy, a little more me. So here's how to add that glitz and glamour to your Letterman jacket. You'll need only 3 things. First, a varsity Letterman jacket, which can be a blank one, or you can even reuse your one from high school. Iron-on varsity letters, the more sparkly the better. I bought mine off of Etsy. And any and all assorted, cool, sparkly, fun brooches. You definitely don't have to spend a lot of money on the brooches. I actually found these 2 at a garage sale while I was vacationing in Charleston, and these 2 were actually passed down to me from my grandmother. The last one I did buy, I got it at Disney World, and I'm pretty sure it's Jasmine's tiara. So the first thing I'm going to start doing is pinning down and trying on to make sure they're placed just so. And let's see, I think I want to do I want to go light on the bottom, dark on the top? There's a pocket in there. There's literally a pocket in there. Light on top, dark on top. Light on top, dark on top. Do I like that or do I like that? What do I like? Once I figured out how I want the M's to be placed, I'm just gonna take a quick second to pin them down and then try it on to make sure I like the way that they're sitting on the jacket. What do I think? I think it's still a little too low. Maybe move it over a little bit. Round 2. Okay, round 2. What do we think? I think it looks better. This looks so far over, but obviously it's supposed to be like that. I think this is what I'm gonna go with. Bada boom, bada bing. Bada boom, bada bing. Okay. Once I have the letters sitting exactly where I want, I'm going to iron them on first with my easy press and then sew them on. I always get so nervous at this part because they say measure twice, cut once. I always end up measuring 15 times, cut once. I'm also gonna use this sheet to go over to protect it. Okay, this is always the most nerve-wracking part. Did it work? Did it work? Ooh. Moment of truth. I always get so nervous. Okay, yay! It worked! It totally worked! Yay! I think that was the hardest part. That was the hardest part. Well, I take that back. Maybe sewing them on will be the hardest part. Okay, interesting. So as I was examining what thread to use to tack down to sew on the iron-on, I noticed that the M is outlined in white for the pink, but not for the purple. Did anyone else notice that? Am I the only one who just noticed this right now? Because that was gonna determine the top stitch that I used to sew them down. Okay, I sewed this M on with white because it has white trim, and I'm gonna sew this M on with purple thread because it has purple trim. Because I know my color is like a high schooler. Having your first and last name start with M is all fun and games until you have to sew varsity letters on a varsity jacket with all these twists and turns. And just like that, I am 50% done. Now I feel like we can get to the fun part of actually putting the pins on. This really was one of the more fun parts of glamming up my Letterman jacket, was just experimenting and having fun with how I want the brooches to be laid on the jacket. That was until one of them broke while I was trying to pin it on. So I'm all done with my jacket and I think it looks amazing, but oh, and I also just took all these pictures outside which also look amazing, but I just can't help but feel that a little incomplete in my Letterman jacket. Like my high school self feels a little incomplete, and I think that is because I'm not wearing the jewelry that I wore every day. So this 14 was my lucky number because of double lucky number 7. And this was one of my sports numbers. Volleyball in particular. Aww. I have not worn this probably since high school. I think I got this for my 16th birthday, and I don't know, what do you think? So just bringing it all together. So the second necklace that I have is actually basketball hoop. You can see it. And I wore both of these necklaces every day in high school. And I just love them. I'm really just digging like my glammed up high school self. But anyway, if you like this video, like and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks so much.